live and on your side. This is WSAV News 3 today at 11.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kim Gusby. Thank you for joining us on WSAV News 3 today at 11. We have made it to Friday, and I'm so excited. This is a live look, which I'm not excited about, out over Tybee Island from our Savannah camp. Storm Team 3 meteorologist Alyssa Carsley is the lucky one because she gets a chance to spend some time outdoors in Taylor Square, where it's muggy and buggy, with a look at our forecast first. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Kim. Yeah, it's a little sticky outside. Our feel-like temperatures are already sitting at 90 degrees, but I guess just comparing it to how warm and humid it has been every single day this week when I've been out here at this time, it doesn't feel terrible. Doesn't feel great, but at least it's not terrible. And we'll continue to track these hot and humid conditions at least over the next couple of hours. But you can just tell from how muggy it is outside that we're going to continue to watch for that likely chance of rain as we head into the afternoon hours later on today. Just really due to that stalled front that's going to be draped across the southeast, driving up all this moisture from the south. And that's where you do find that higher chance of rain throughout the afternoon. And that will continue as we head into this weekend as well, with temperatures coming back up into the mid 80s. So at least our high temperatures aren't back into the low 90s today. Back at 85 degrees here in Savannah and 84 degrees in Sylvania. So coming up in just a few minutes, we'll talk about the weekend forecast and how the chance of rain continues to increase.
Thank you, Alyssa. Topping our news this morning, President Trump is reviewing a tentative agreement that U.S. sources say would extend the ceasefire in the Iran war and begin talks on the future of Iran's nuclear program. But as Washington correspondent Kristen Eskow explains, although both countries are very close to moving forward, there are no guarantees the president will approve it.
Vice President J.D. Vance says it's unclear when or if President Trump will sign off on a tentative agreement between the U.S. and Iran, but is hopeful about the direction of the talks.
We're going back and forth on a couple of language points. I do think that we've made a lot of progress here.
U.S. sources say the agreement that negotiators have reached, known as a Memorandum of Understanding, would extend the ceasefire by 60 days, reopen the Strait of Hormuz, and create a framework for talks on Iran's nuclear program.
There are a couple of issues on the nuclear stuff, the highly enriched stockpile, and also the question of enrichment. So, we're going back and forth with them.
Vance insists the ceasefire is holding despite the U.S. and Iran trading strikes this week. The Iranian military released this video, which it says shows its missiles being launched.
These ceasefires are always a little messy, and sometimes the guys at the lower level aren't communicating with the guys at the top level. The president's been very clear that if we're fired upon, we're going to fire back.
Some Democrats say they're skeptical about a potential breakthrough in the negotiations.
I think there have been a series of false starts. I think that it calls attention to the fact that we were never quite sure what the plan was.
That was Kristen Eskow reporting. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent released a warning to other countries yesterday, particularly Oman, not to impose tolls in the Strait of Hormuz. He later told reporters he received reassurances from Oman that the country has no plans for tolls there. Well, there's some good news at the pump for drivers. According to AAA, the national average price for a gallon of gas now stands at $4.39. That's down 11 cents from the $4.50 average reported back on Memorial Day. In Georgia, the state's average is also dipping. The current average in the Peach State stands at $3.90. That's 8 cents down from what drivers were paying on average on Memorial Day. The most expensive place to fill up around our viewing area is in Emanuel County, with prices at $4.07. The least expensive location is in Glenn County, now sitting at $3.60 a gallon. In South Carolina, the average price for a gallon of gas stands at $3.98. That's down 11 cents from Memorial Day. The most expensive place to fill up in our portion of the Low Country is in Hampton County, where prices are 22 cents higher than the state's average at $4.20. Beaufort County is once again showing the lowest prices right now at $4.09 a gallon.